Some of the attacks are specifically related to code and the smart contracts, and you don't really have any control over that. However, there are a lot of things that you can do to stay safe, and always try to keep in mind the phrase, not your keys, not your crypto. Never share the private key, and I'll be repeating it over and over again. But let's also have a look at other important things you need to keep in mind. So first of all, financial freedom of the DeFi, the decentralized finance, means that you are the one that needs to take responsibility for your own financial assets. How can you do it? There are a couple of things we want to mention here, starting with protecting your seed phrase. So seed phrase is the list of 12 or 24 words that are set in a specific order. And this is actually your only backup to restore the access to your private and public key. Make sure to keep it offline. Don't store it in any password manager. Don't store it in secure notes on your computer, because this is still digital and it's connected to the internet. Make sure to store it offline on a piece of paper and store it in multiple places so that you don't lose it as well. The other thing would be to bookmark your pages that you are using most often, like, I don't know, for example, OpenSea. And if you want to interact with it, just use the bookmark you saved yourself, knowing that this is the secure address that you trust. You can also just type the URL yourself. Why am I saying that? Because as I mentioned the phishing email campaigns before, there will be a lot of different links and buttons you can click, and you may think that they will take you to the original save webpage, while actually they can hide a malicious link behind the formatted text and can trigger something that will be dangerous to you, to your device, and also to your crypto funds. Lastly, use trusted extensions. Extensions like MetaMask, or also I think Coinbase, will actually warn you when you will enter a suspicious, malicious domain. So having them in your browser will protect you from different attacks. Two other ways that are also important is to, first of all, use multi-factor authentication. It will protect you from impersonation by someone else. And whenever you use multi-factor authentication, every action you want to take, every login as well, requires you to confirm your identity on 2 different tools or devices, or actually more. Because 2 different devices is the 2-factor authentication that you probably heard of. Multi-factor authentication allows you to use actually multiple devices that are required at the same time to be accessed by the user. And repeating again, understand what you are signing. Because whenever you are signing a transaction, you are approving a specific action. So make sure that you'll always read that transaction from top to bottom. And if you don't understand something, don't blindly trust it. You can ask a question on a Discord server, you can try to Google it, and if you're unsure of what you read, please do not approve that transaction. What you can look at is the amount transferred, because you may, for example, think you're signing a transaction for 0.1 ETH, while actually the transaction will try to transfer 10 ETH. The address that is receiving the transfer, if you are sending your crypto to another address, check if this is the exact address that you wanted to send it to, and also the message details, which can give you more information about what is happening there.